always love doing comedies at the high school. It brings in more audience members. Our cast definitely has more fun with it. So that's how we picked that play.
We did The Secret Case of Sherlock Holmes. It was a play where a scientist and author build a time machine.
And he meets up with Sherlock and Watson, and they accidentally get stuck in it, and they go forward in time to like modern day, where they end up in a mental institution where they meet like characters like Marilyn Monroe and Dracula, who think they're those people.
So Sherlock fits right in as a patient because he claims to be Sherlock Holmes, and nobody realizes this. The play is just him trying to establish that he's actually sane and not get arrested and find the manuscript and resolve all the different plot devices.
The idea for the senior dinner show night came about through Mrs. Turingo and I think the administration, and also our director, Mrs. Bennett. They all got together and thought this would be a really great way to open Drama Club up to the community.
Well, the senior citizen night was really, it was a pleasant surprise. We all knew it was happening, but we'd never done it before. We were a little like, oh, this might not turn out so well. We didn't know how energized and exciting that they were.
I didn't know what to expect going in, but all the senior citizens were really nice, and it seemed like they just wanted to talk to me. Like they said that they were like, you know, maybe they're gonna want you to stay in character, so, you know, make sure you're keeping up your accent. And then I got there and they started asking me like what college I was going to and how old I was, and I was like, it was fun to have a conversation with them. I didn't have to be Sherlock.
I thought it was fun to stay in character because I had an accent. So to talk in that accent afterwards was really a continuation of it, although it's a big contrast between people who are actually older and me who was trying to act older.
It was pretty fun because I had to bounce in between. So I was sitting at a table and then one person would ask me something about my character, and I'd answer it in the British accent with the stuff I know about the character, and then the person next to them would ask me where I'm going to college. So it would just be bouncing in between, but once the night ended out a little bit, you know, got a little later, they were mainly just trying to get to know us as people.
I think the thing that made this show really special, especially for me, was that this was my last show ever. After this, I go off to my undergrad for medicine, so I'm starting that, and this is sort of like my last theater experience. And I know for a lot of the kids, it's also like a place where they find their family in high school, and it's sort of a building community. We bring in freshmen starting from like 8th grade, and you're just like, now you know everybody, you've got a community, you've got a support system, and they support you through high school. And that kind of stuff really comes through on the stage, the fact that we all have each other's backs and we're a family and we're all sort of in the same mind up there. It's definitely something that's amazing to see and amazing to be a part of.
It was my last show, and as a senior, that makes it really special. So I think that if you come and support that, it makes high school so memorable and so wonderful for so many people, because it's someone's senior show every year. So coming and seeing it, if not both just the last one, just to support the seniors and say, hey, you did a really good job and we're proud of you. We're proud to have you be a member of our community.